Hi everyone, it is Beth with Flying by the Seat of My Plants, and today I just want to show you different things I'm doing. Oh, there's a monarch butterfly over there. I might have to take you around a little bit and show you some of that. Hopefully they hang out for a while. But anyhow, today there's a lot of the fall garden planting going on. So today I'm doing the beets. I already did my carrots, I'm doing radishes, and I will be succession sowing my radishes. So right now I just did a bunch in one bed, which I'll show you that, and then the other are the beets, and also I am starting lettuce. So the lettuce, there's so many different ways you could plant lettuce. So I do like heads of lettuce. So I'm going to show you the different varieties I'm doing, but I have these little starters, these 6 cells, and so I'll be starting mainly the romaine lettuce in here. I have a red romaine. I'll be starting little gem, which gets little heads, and a bib lettuce, and a Landis winter. And all of your lettuces are frost hardy, so but I start the romaine and stuff in this because I will be putting some of these seeds in here using a nice little potting mix I get at Maria Gardens. They do the smaller, it does not have as many sticks in it as a lot of your other potting mixes, and so I'll thin it out once they start sprouting, and then once they get a little bigger I will be transplanting them out of here into some different garden beds. And this will, when you separate it like that, if you want the bigger heads, so that usually does take a little bit longer, so I'm probably looking at 50 to 60 days for a nice head. So anyhow, this is the end of August. I'm not really sure of the date. It's probably the 23rd or 24th, and it's an extremely hot day. But so another container you can use is something like this if you're going to do containers, and this is one of my favorite to start them in. And usually in these containers, you could do the heads, you could separate and put heads in this one because it's big enough to do that. But if you like the cut and come again lettuce, meaning like a leafy lettuce, where you're not going to have the heads, you could do it in a container like this, and you can get a big round ones, whatever containers you have. The lettuce doesn't have huge roots, but you probably want to go at least maybe 6 inches deep container. But anyhow, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you the different varieties. And these seeds are tiny, so I'm not going to go really deep with them. I'm kind of going to sprinkle some seed in here and then cover lightly with some soil, water them in really good, and that's it. So another thing I'll be doing today is I do have my Brussels sprouts I have to plant, and but anyhow, here is a red romaine I'll be planting. This is at my gardener. I love this mix here. It's a salad bowl mix. I love this for the cut and come again, like the leaf lettuce where you're not forming the heads, and I just sprinkle it in 30 days you can start making a salad out of it. Here is a bib lettuce I'll be growing. There's a salad bowl mix. Romaine lettuce, I got this from Johnny's. I have the little gem, which is quicker to form the heads. It doesn't say about harvesting. These seeds are from 2020, so I'm going to use these up. Ideal temperature is 60 to 80 degrees. They are frost hardy and only requires 4 to 8 hours of sun. Red romaine. There's that bib. Here's another one which is great for winter. This is called the Glandus winter garden lettuce, and sprouts in 7 to 10 days. Here's another salad bowl blend and butter crunch. And I mean, it's just so easy to start. You just you know, fill up your containers, whichever you're going to use, and then just spread the seed. So I'm not going to go into detail on that because it's so easy. And when I transplant from here, I will show you. If anything I'm planting in here, I'm not going to be transplanting because it's going to be the leaf lettuce. So just cut and come again. And the other thing I am starting today is some more of my onions. So I'll be doing, it's a white Lisbon bunching onion. And, you know, the main reason for growing is, for me, I don't want to spend money at the grocery store. I don't want to have to worry about lettuce, and we all know how they have recalls, you know, it seems like all the time, with bags of lettuce, and it's expensive. So if you can grow your own food, in the summer, I hardly ever buy any produce from the store. So you're saving a lot of money. I mean, in the beginning, yes, you're spending money. That was a hot rod. Maybe on containers, you know, but you save all that stuff through the years. And, you know, you do have to buy your soil and stuff. But for what I spend, like a bag of this was $6.99, and I am going to have so much lettuce. And right now, you could buy a head of lettuce. I think it's over $4 for a frickin' head of lettuce. Or, you know, the bags of lettuce. Anywhere from, I think, $3 to over $5 for one of those bags of lettuce, which go bad in a couple days. When you grow your own lettuce, preserves for a very long time, because you're harvesting it and you're preserving. The battery, or the, I had to make room on my card, so kind of interrupted there. It just, anyhow. I was talking about not spending a whole lot of money on produce, so that's my main goal. And you know, I do buy the potting mix, and sell the different containers. You know, you save them through the years, so that might be an investment right there. And then my raised beds, I did clean a lot of them out of here. I'm going to put some of that on here, and different things that I did plant. And oh, I have a whole bunch of starts down here. I think I showed you guys on the last video. I have cucumbers, Brussels sprouts. I have to get those all in. So maybe when I get done, I'll show you all of that. But I am going to be taking a break here because it is really hot, and Abby needs a break. It's so we're going to go in for a little bit. I got to get something to eat, and then I'm going to come out and finish a lot of this. So I will bring you back when a lot of this is done. So, all right, I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm over by my Black Beauties, and these are not ripe, but I am picking them to finish ripening in the house because I need this bed. This is where I'm going to put my beets. And in previous videos, I was sharing with you how in the beginning this was getting the blossom end rot, so I went ahead and added tomato tone, and I no longer have that. So that is something that can be fixed. Here's one down here from previous that did have the blossom end rot, but I corrected it. That one had blossom end rot. Black Beauties take a long time to ripen. You gotta have a lot of patience with them, that's for sure. And you wait until the green typically along the bottom turns red. So these are far from being ready, but I need the space. so take these out. And these did really well. I didn't see any blight on any of the leaves, so I'm going to say these are pretty good for disease resistance. Okay, and these markers I'm going to throw in bleach water and clean them for next year. And I just have to amend the bed. Gotta cut that down. Okay, so I've had tree root problems, so I gotta make sure I'm gonna turn the soil. And I can hear them in there already. Dang it. And these were all cleaned out at the beginning of the season. And look at So I think every year, every beginning and ending of the season, I have to do this. That's crazy. But I didn't realize that was going to happen. That's insane. Okay, so I don't know if you can see behind the bed. That's where I put a lot of the roots. And I put it there because I don't want weeds coming up between the fence and the raised beds. But anyhow, I'm sweating, I'm dirty, but, and there's still some in here. I think next year I might consider putting a heavy-duty ground cloth underneath. You know, take all the dirt out. But for now, I got most of it up. What I could anyhow. I know there's heavy duty boots down there. Ugh. Okay, so I did buy some mushroom compost, so I'm gonna put that on top. Okay, I'm gonna add this and where's the nitrogen on it? It's a 14-14 blend. So I'm gonna put some in there. I'm gonna feed those tree roots, right? Yep. Don't mean to do that, but whatever. Okay. And this is a no burn. So, okay. I'm gonna mix this in a little. Add some of the mushroom compost. And I have some raised bed soil. This will be a good, healthy soil. And that's the most important thing in gardening, is the soil. Okay, so let me get my seed packet and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did get a lot of the tree roots out. That is going to be a thorn. Ugh. So I'm going to plant a bunch of beets in there, and I have the Detroit, you know, dark red, and also this, got a couple different ones. This one is 5 color, oh, that's radishes, hang on. These are the colorful beets. So I got a few seeds for that. So maybe that was the colors I was thinking of. I don't know. Ooh, this one they're calling the bull's blood beet, which I love. What do you call that? The pickled eggs with the beet juice. Yum. And sliced up beets. That's like one of my favorites. So I'll probably do a couple jars of those when these are done. Okay, so I'm basically going to do what I did before. So let's see, planting time. So we are going with the fall garden. So August, planting them in August is fine. They're saying to plant about a 1/2 inch. I'm just trying to see if they're giving let's see if one of these just give you the date to harvest. Okay, and these are M.I. Gardner's, the Detroit Dark Red, and he has on the back of the packet, they go back to the 1800s. I just love stuff like that. Harvest. Come on guys, tell me. These are cold tolerant, up to 28 degrees. Days to harvest, 50 to 60 days. So right now we are, I don't know what the date is. I want to say 23rd or 24th of August. So August, September. So sometime in October I will be harvesting beets. So I'm going to go ahead and get this planted. I'll turn the camera. I'm going to use that tart pan again. That's what I did with my carrots. And so let me turn the camera here. I put like one seed in each little spot there. And here is the colorful beets. So I got like 48 of the deep red. And now I'm just putting like one seed. If the seed doesn't look that healthy, I put 2 in there. These are from 2022. Oops. So actually I might do 2 on this side in each hole. I don't know. Hopefully they'll germinate. And these are a mixture of seeds, colors of the beets. Okay, I had to update my card on there, so you probably didn't get everything. But anyhow, I planted them. And then I'm just going to water these in. I topped them off with some raised bed soil. So they were about a 1/2 inch probably in depth. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to show you a couple other things I'm doing. Okay, so basically did the same thing with this bed. This is going to be my radishes. And we'll sprinkle in some fertilizer. Okay. And I did put the mushroom compost in there. And I'm going to top it with some raised bed soil, so I'll be right back. Got to turn the camera on, but anyhow, topping it with the raised bed soil. And I'll show you some of the seeds I'm growing. Whew. Okay, I probably picked one of the hottest days today to do this, but I have to get it done. So I cleaned out a lot of tree roots out of that bed, which is probably just as much as the other one, almost like a full wheelbarrow. I gotta watch because in that bed there was a bunch of ants in there, so anyhow, I don't see them right now, but I really disturbed them. And hot days like this, you want to stay hydrated. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the radishes I'm doing. This one is the white icicle. And one of my favorites is French breakfast. Here is the daikon. And these are, let's see what they have on here. 55 days to maturity. Here is a Japanese wasabi. And here is a white hailstone. And I have more radishes. I'm going to do like the red globe radish. It's hot. And I'm going to do the same thing. Use the tart pan as a guideline, you know, of where to plant them. And I'm not going really deep, probably the same as I did for the beets. And so this bed is going to be radishes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just wanted to show you what I'm doing today. And a lot more. This is just the beginning. So I gotta find my other radishes. So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get this bed done. Like I said, it's the same way I did the beets. So, you know, I'm not gonna drag you through that whole thing. So I will be back with other things that I'm gonna show you. I went in the house and found more. I knew I had more radishes. Here is a purple plum radish. A helio radish. The daikon, I don't know, how do you guys pronounce that? Here is the bartender red radish. The German giant radish. And this is always fun, the Easter basket radish mix. And I think that's it. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Oh, here's a sparkling white tip. Alright, so I'm going to get busy planting this. Now, I'm going to do this bed today, and then I will be succession sowing my radishes. So once I empty another bed, I'll get another bed of radishes going. Radishes are great in salads and raw. I like them raw. I put salt on it. And then another thing is also to cook radishes kind of like you can roast them like you would potatoes. And it takes all that heat out of it too. But anyhow, I'm going to get busy with that, and I'll bring you back with what else is going on today. Okay, so this is the starts that I started, you know, the Brussels sprouts and all that. So this all still has to go in. So I will be getting that done. Okay, this is where I have the beets and a lot of peppers I still have to harvest. And the radishes are in here. And here's the carrots. They're doing awesome. And I do have to start pulling all of my onions. And so I'm going to go ahead and clean these beds out. Well, I did clean a lot out. So I am putting some of the squash plants that I started in. Put one in this bed, probably one on the end of each bed. Putting the cucumbers here. I did get some more mushroom compost, so I'll be adding that. And more cucumbers. And still waiting on my kajari. I just didn't get a lot. So, but I did get some. Last year I didn't even get any, so I'm happy about that. So back here I will be putting in the Brussels sprouts, and I don't know, whatever else I can fit in. The corn will be coming out pretty soon. I only got like 4 ears. I think that last storm that we had really messed it up. And I will be planting cucumbers in the pots. I got 2 pots, so I'll be refreshing that soil, adding fertilizer, and clean out a lot of plants in this garden, the in-ground, but I still have a lot of tomatoes. So, and then the honey nut squash, quite a few of those. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably like 10 of them that I can see. And the okra, and more tomatoes over there. So tomatoes are still going strong. I'm just waiting for the rest of them to turn red. And later on I'll be canning them, freezing them, and it's wonderful. Okay, so that's about it for this video. I am going to bring it back when I get other things planted and cleaned out. I'll do some preserving videos down the road, but today is Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday. I have to help my mom and stepdad. They are moving, so I'm going to try and help them set up for a garage sale. So just a lot going on. And also looking for another job right now. So I really want to get this planting done, but it's just a really hot day. So anyhow, I'm going to get more done later on this evening. And so I'm going to go ahead and edit this and get it up and running. And again, thank you so much for joining me. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. All right, bye.